So, sir, what do you think the present generation or the new generation of fighter pilots can expect, keeping the pace of technology that is changing so rapidly?
Uh, Future pilots can definitely expect that fly-by-wire is going to become there in every field. It's already there in the leading fighters. The Sukhoi 30 has it. The Mirage 2000 has it for the last 35, 40 years. The LCA Tejas has it. The Rafale has it. And in future, any fighter aircraft which is going to come into our stable will have it. That's a given. Fly-by-wire definitely is the in thing and the happening thing. It's never going to go. I don't think it's going to go away. As far as the other technologies are concerned, like stealth, that will slowly start getting into the Air Force with new types of aircraft, with new types of weapon stores which will be stealthy. Stealth is going to come in because the thought process behind stealth is that you would like to avoid being detected by the enemy. In case you're avoided, if you avoid detection, your weapon or your aircraft can penetrate deeper and will be closer to achieving its purpose, why it is there in the sky. This is what fifth generation technology is broadly about: stealth, supercruise, the ability to fly for a long period of time at high supersonic speeds but without using reheat. That means your fuel consumption is lower and you can fly for a longer duration. You are also looking at multiple data sources like the radar, the infrared search and tracking system, the RWR, that is the radar warning receiver, all providing data to the pilot from all directions and from all spectrums.
Okay.
And there is, if this is not sort of collated and sort of, improved upon and fused together, there is a lot of confusion in the cockpit. After all, it's only one human being which is looking at so many things which are happening at very rapid rates and
Absolutely.
simultaneously almost.
Yes.
And therefore, the employment of artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning to fuse together this data and provide the pilot with a coherent picture without overloading his sense is what is the need of the hour. So, as time progresses, and when we get on to the sixth generation, we will have these capabilities come in to improve situational awareness, which is the key factor in deciding who wins in combat. If you are aware of what your enemy is doing and you are aware of what you are doing, you will win. And towards that, other features like teaming concept where you have got manned and unmanned aircraft teamed together so that they can operate in a pair, man unmanned team. You know, these are the things which you can expect in the future. You will also have the capability of very long range strike weapons which can be fired outside the bubble of the enemy air defense so that the launch aircraft is safe from any threats from the ground. You will also have the capability of you know um, thinking through what would be happening on the ground or against you so that you will have inputs about what decision to take by decision support tools which will be available to you in the cockpit. You will have a lot of computing powers which will come about because of the increase in the capability of the computers and the increase in the capability of the sensors which provide information to these computers. And all these are going to get sort of increased by a huge fraction as time goes by. So there are challenging times ahead for us. This same capability which we as the Indian Air Force gets will also be available to our enemy. And therefore, one has to sort of fathom out what is the niche area where we should focus upon to win.
So the point I was trying to make is, or rather, I'm curious to know is, like you said, no, the enemy has also got the same capabilities. Now, what happens to the radar network? That's also changing. Is it not likely to counter that stealth challenge?
Uh, at the moment, stealth operates in a certain frequency band.
Hmm.
If you would were to take the spectrum away to a higher or a lower frequency band, stealth may not be, the present day stealth may not be as capable. However, stealth by itself is not what we are looking for. We are looking for the ability to hit the enemy before he can hit you. So therefore, long-range weapons, which will firstly defeat stealth by its sensors,
Mhm.
and your ability to operate in this stealthy environment, where ranges may not be as large as you think it to be, but will require you to probably operate from closer ranges. All these are features which will happen about because of the capability which is happening today.
So today, like we have, our AVACs, which are operating more or less, little more guarded environment. Uh, so they are also able to give you a lot of inputs as far as the air situation is concerned, etc., etc. So are we trying to say that a miniature kind of a thing is available to the pilot who's going on a strike mission or something like that?
The AVAX is like our eye in the sky.
Yes.
It sees things which the ground radar cannot see because of terrain considerations. Ground radar is restricted to the line of sight because of the curvature of the earth. It
Yes.
naturally cannot see beyond certain limits because that is what physics is.
Yes.
The radar wave travels in a straight path with very little bending or shaping. The AVAX sitting on top at 30 to 40,000 feet, looking down from 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers up in the sky, can see a far larger tract of area below it. And therefore, it can guide a fighter aircraft to much, much more, focused, and can direct the battle in a very streamlined manner. And it can use all the resources available to it, or one side of the battle, to be pitted against all the resources available to the enemy. And here is where training comes in. Irrespective of how capable your weapon systems are, you're only as good as the people who are operating it. Whether it be the AVAX in the sky, whether it be the aircrafts on the sky, or whether it be the ground environment which is operating simultaneously. So now a fused picture of what the ground radar sees, what the AVAX sees, and what the fighter pilot sees. All of this can be fused together and to provide a single situation picture, the sky picture, so to speak, which will let you know what exactly you should be doing to make it better.
Right. So that was, I think, a very comprehensive, information that you have given about firstly about your emergence as a maverick of Indian Air Force. Then, of course, various development of LC and what we can expect in the future. So, if I may ask you, what would be your message to the aspirants wanting to join the Air Force, especially as fighter pilots?
Uh, Firstly, I personally feel fighter flying is extremely gratifying, and I think it's a very challenging profession. It is a profession where you feel so happy doing what exactly you intend to do. Let me tell you that uh, to many people, flying becomes a job. It becomes like uh, I mean commercial flying. That's what I mean. But fighter flying is something unique. You don't mind doing it even on a Saturday or a Sunday or any day. I mean, it becomes some sort of a way of life where you are fully in with it. It involves a lot of studies on the ground. It involves a lot of um, gathering of knowledge on various systems and capabilities of the aircraft. And it involves focusing it all together for one primary purpose, that is to win. It's a sort of an attitude towards life, be it day or night, where you're fully focused towards every challenge that comes your way. And not only that, you're fully focused towards overcoming those challenges, irrespective of how complex they are. It's a way of life, and I will strongly advocate those of you who have this aptitude or who would like to go that way to definitely consider the Indian Air Force fighter flying as a way forward. I'm sure you will go ahead and achieve your dreams.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and sparing your valuable time with us. It has indeed been an honor hosting you, and I'm sure the viewers themselves are going to be immensely benefited from this. So, thank you once again, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Jay.